Hello, this is Sandy with Needs Ribbon, and we are here to learn how to make a fast and easy patterned paper, or in the Stampin' Up! World, DSP bag that will look like this. The finished size is 6 by 3 by 8. That's 6 by 3 by 8. Let's get started. You will need 2 sheets of designer series paper. We will not be cutting them down, but we will be doing some minor trimming. We need our trimmer. We're going to score at 1 inch on one side. I'm going to do both of mine at the same time. And just because the paper is so thin, just verifying that, yep, it did go through. And then we go 3 inches on all the rest of the sides. So 1 inch on one side and 3 inches on the remaining sides. 1, 2, this is essentially the bottom of the bag now, and 3, our other side. Just like that. And we're done with that. We are done with our trimmer. So next thing we need to, wow, this pattern paper is hard to see. We're going to fold down our 1 inch top. And on this one, I actually had to, you can see that my trees are run upside down so that they show right side up. So if you have a directional paper, keep in mind the inside will be upside down if you want the cuff to show it right side up. So we're going to just take and it does help to have a bone folder. I may have one. Yep, I do. Bone folder, burnish that. And then we're going to burnish it this way because I want all the hearts out. And so you burnish in one direction and then in the other direction for the remaining 3 3-inch sides. Got that? It's there. You feel it. There we go. Like that. And then we'll repeat. And we are done with our bone folder. You will also need one of our clear bags. Actually, let's bring our trimmer back in. We'll need one of these clear bags, our clear envelopes, and we're going to trim off a 1/2 inch from that top flap. And it'll become apparent in a little bit why we need to do that. Now we're done with our trimmer. Okay, let's bring our 2 pieces of DSP back in. And we need some tearing tape. And we need, actually we're not ready for the tearing tape. We have to do some trimming. So on one piece, we're going to trim off a little bit. On one piece, we're going to trim off. And that's why it's nice to be able to see. We're going to trim off and you certainly can save these little 1 inch by 3 inch pieces for another project. And then we need to trim off these 3 by 3 squares just on this one piece. We're mostly going to be working from this one piece for right now. Call it your front, call it your back. I really call it my back. And these go together really fast. They really genuinely do. So again, 3 by 3 pieces, you definitely will be able to find some use for them. And if you want, I'm going to give that a little bit of a trim because I did kind of a crappy job there. You can kind of do a little pie cut or a little slice if you want. Let's do that. Just trimming at a slight angle down in case your cutting and scoring wasn't perfect. So the next step, we need to work from the front side of this piece. So this is my front side. And we're going to add our tear and tape. We're going to put our, actually this is our back side. I'm sorry. We're going to work from this piece. This is the piece that we do all the various mucky muck to. We want to put some tear and tape. Didn't do the greatest job tearing there, did I? And we'll do the same on the other flap. It's good. And we'll do it. See, I measured that time. Like that. And then let's go ahead and put some on this piece. And I think I'm going to trim these down too. It isn't mandatory, but it is going to help again if I wasn't perfect on my cutting. This will be the inside flap on the bottom of your bag, just to get you a little oriented there. Like that. And then I'm going to recommend that we put just a little, we're not going to release the backing or anything, just a little bit of tear and tape on that. So this is what your back piece should look like. Okay, now let's bring in our front piece because we need to do a little bit of work on that one too. So with this one, we need to cut down. We're not going to cut them off. Repeat, we are not cutting them off. We are just cutting them down. I mean, you can leave them and try and bend and work with it that way, but it still gets kind of hard. So, and then we will, yep, I want to do it this way. Trying to think which way I wanted my little flappy flaps to go. And I'm going to go ahead and give it a little, this will be on the very bottom of the bag. The very bottom. Now I'm going to trim these up. Just like that. And so this is our front piece. Got it? Okay. So now we need to start to assemble our bag. And yes, had a brain fart. I'm going to recommend that you put sides to sides and we'll come down like that. Do you see how it's going to go together? So let's remove the tear and tape from one side. And if you have not something other than tear and tape, you have something, but you're going to want a little bit more than snail. You can use glue. You're just going to have to press and hold. Not super long, but just enough, a few seconds for it to start to bond. I don't recommend glue dots. I really do not recommend glue dots. That just would be a lot of work too. So As I tip my garbage over, I'm going to take and I'm going to make jolly sure we are all lined up here. I'm going to tuck my flap in here for now, right? And we're going to make jolly sure that these are all lined up. Just like that. And we'll give it a press. And then we'll come over here, keeping that one in for now. Take off the backing. We'll tuck in. Actually, we don't want that tucked in yet. And we're just basically, our bag is open and flat now. We want to make sure with the tear and tape, because you get one chance with this, make sure all your scores and everything are lined up just like that. And we probably should put a little tear and tape there. And trust me when I say you don't need much. You're just trying to keep it from winging out, that's all. So no big deal on these. We can go ahead and open these now. They can be opened at any time. Not a big deal. Trust me, these are easy. And I learned this bag. Actually, I've been making these bags for a long time. It's been kind of fallen away, but Brenda Sellers with Homegrown Stampers re-showed me how to make them. We're not going to release these yet. And she added a little something to them, and I will show you it in just a minute. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to fold our little flaps in. It's okay. Trust me, it's going to be okay. And we're going to take that backing off. Here, we'll do it this way so you can see a little bit better. Take the backing off. Take the backing off. We're going to push that up. We're going to make sure our box is nice and square because we only get one chance. And there we go. And then we can reach in there and press it flat. And if you don't like these winging up, you can put a little tear and tape on them, but it isn't. And there, our bag is basically done, right? So this is why I had you trim off a ½ inch from there. We're going to take the protector off. We're going to add just a little bit of tear and tape to this. This was my way. I don't know if Brenda did hers the same way. Put a little tear and tape to kind of give that a little bit more. I'm going to make sure the opening's on the top, and why will be revealed in just a few minutes. Remove the backing. And now we can remove the backing from these little pieces. Maybe you see where I'm going with this. I'm going to scooch this, make sure it's centered. We're going to scooch it all the way up. And then we're going to press that all together. And here's why. So we can stick, so the recipient will be able to remove, and I of course grabbed the fattest card known to man. Look really good. But that way they can pull it out easier. You could also load it from the back too. Just for the purpose of showing you this, we're going to take that off because that is really fat. But there you go. That's what it looks like. And now you can take and decorate it. So I hope you've enjoyed this fast pattern paper bag tutorial. Just using 2 sheets of 12 by 12 paper. Supply list will be at the end. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you. This has been Sandy with Needs a Ribbon.